Hello and welcome back to Chasing the Target. It's the preview for Bangladesh versus Pakistan. Bangladesh have won the toss and have elected to bat first. Just the one change for Bangladesh. Shanto, who is in fabulous form, he's injured, so Liton Das comes into his position. And from Pakistan, who announced the side yesterday, Fahim Ashraf comes in for Nawaz. So they're going with the extra seamer. Babar toss pe bola tha ki bhai they want to go with the extra seamer because they see there is some movement, there is some help on the pitch for the faster bowlers, especially in yesterday's game between Sri Lanka and Afghanistan. That's why they've gone with that extra seamer. From Bangladesh's point of view, Saqib is looking confident. Of course, he also mentioned that Shanto was in very good form or bahut acha batting kar raha tha, and it's unfortunate that he's missing out, but he's happy that Liton Das is back. He's been in good form in the last year or so. He's done really well for Bangladesh and he has experience to win big tournaments. So Liton Das की entry आने अभी बहुत फायदा हुआ. He also mentioned batting first. गर्मी बहुत है लाहौर में. The temperatures are high right now. The commentators have said that, the players have said that it's pretty hot in Lahore, but at least there will be no rain. So we'll get to see a good game. Bangladesh, they won their last game batting first too. Teams have been opting to bat first यहाँ पे because of the heat. And then Babar also said that he would have preferred to bat. And under light, sometimes you get swing and a bit of nip, and the Pakistani bowlers would be dangerous in that. So for Bangladesh, I think this is the best situation they can be in. Put Pakistan under pressure, get to a good score close to 300. 270, 280 plus would be good, and then put pressure on that Pakistani batsman. If you're making Pakistan chase 6 runs in over or just above that, then you can put them under pressure, especially if you get the top order out. So Bangladesh will be looking, and Bangladesh also have a good bowling lineup too. You saw Sharif al-Islam, he's in really good touch. Taskin Ahmad be getting the ball to zip around. He has that extra pitch too. And then the Spirit Mehdi's in fabulous form. Matlab zabardast bowling kar raha hu. Will he open the innings today? I'm trying to see if he's going to open. It looks like it. I mean, he scored 100 in the last game, so he might open. But Leighton does there, he could be an option opening. I don't know how Saqib is looking at it from Mehdi Hassan's point of view, if they want to use him as a pinch hitter or make his opening slot a permanent decision. So I'm just looking at first inning score so far has been like 290, 330, 348, 313 in Lahore. So Bangladesh above 300, that's what they'll be aiming for. But you don't want to aim so high that you start losing wickets and get to a 250 or 250 less score, फिर आपको problem हो जाएगा उस हिसाब से. तो I think that मेरे ख्याल से कि Bangladesh need to just start well, make sure they don't lose any wickets, because Shaheen is lethal with the new ball. So is Naseem Shah. See out that new ball, not lose any wickets, get to 40, 50 in 10 overs. That would be the perfect start for zero, and then start capitalizing there. You can put pressure on the middle overs. Look, Fahim Ashraf, yes, he is that extra pacer, but he hasn't been in the team throughout, so like he could be a bit rusty, and you could put pressure on him. Shadab as well, we saw against India, was a bit expensive. So if Bangladesh put pressure, we saw the top order do brilliantly in the last game, and then they have someone Saqib who has a lot of experience. He can come in and tonk the ball as well and play different kind of roles. He has different gears to his game. He can anchor, he can accelerate. He's a very good finisher too. So they have a lot of experience. Mushfiqur Rahim as well, उसका a ton of experience in this team. And then we've seen Mehdi, he's in good touch, and Liton Das, if we can get to his form that we've seen over the last year, he's also an excellent player. So for Bangladesh, will be trying to get to 300. From Pakistan's point of view, attacking with that new ball, trying to get as many wickets as possible in the power play. It won't be as easy. Garmi hai Lahore mein, aur pitch achhi hai batting ke liye. And it won't be as simple as that. It's for the Pakistani bowlers, but they are extremely talented. They know which areas to hit on the pitch. Waqar Yunus was just saying in the pre-match that Shaheen in that India game quickly altered his length. Before the rain, he wasn't getting it spot on, and then he changed it a bit, was hitting the deck a bit more, and pitching a bit fuller too, and started getting wickets there. So I think they just need to get that line length right, put Bangladesh under pressure. If they can get 1 or 2 wickets in the पहले 4-5 ओवर में, बांग्लादेश प्रेशर में आ जाएंगी, एंड या फिर पाकिस्तान रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज मेरे हिसाब से 300 बनाना है यहाँ पे. पाकिस्तान restrict them to anything under 300, or even like 270, 260, they should be in with a shout. Anything above 280 will be a challenging chase for Pakistan. They will be under pressure, chasing 100%, because Bangladesh also, like I said, have a very good attack. For me, the players to watch out for from Pakistan, I'm gonna go with the ball. It's a tough one, but I'll go Haris Rauf. I think he has that extra pace which can trouble Bangladesh, but he also has the potential to get hit if the pitch is good. So I think his spell will be very crucial. He is a wicket-taking bowler, and if he doesn't take wickets, he might leak runs. So either way, I think his spell will be very important. And then from the batting point of view, I'll go with the top order. Fakhar Zaman, I think, like on this pitch, I expect him to score a few more runs, get into some form, going into the like bigger games. He has a game against India, and then Sri Lanka coming up to now. The Super Fours have started. I mean, this is a big game in itself. So Fakhar coming into form will be crucial for Pakistan, mere hisab se. So I'm going with Fakhar. From Bangladesh's point of view, I'll probably go with it's a tough one, but Leighton does. I know he's coming back from injury, but he's a player that I like. I think once he gets into flow, he's a very attacking player. He's not afraid to play his shots. And then from the bowling point of view, I'll go with Sharif al-Islam. I think left arm angle as well. Bangladesh have their own left arm bowler. He was very impressive in the game against Afghanistan. He was getting the ball to nip under lights, and again he will get the same situation under lights as well, and he can put Pakistan under pressure. Him and Taskin, their spell will be very important depending on how many runs Bangladesh get, but this spell will be very important with the ball. And then if you look at it from the key battle will be also the all-rounders, Fahim Ashraf, Shadab versus Mehdi Hasan, Shakib Ul Hasan. That's a very good matchup mere hisab se. And whoever contributes more with bat and ball can have an influence, big influence in the game, and can turn the game in their side's favor. So looking forward to it. I think Pakistan are still favorites despite losing the toss. I think they're still favorites. They're the home side. They're number one team, and they've been playing good cricket. They're playing really good cricket. I think their batters, someone or the other is contributing. They're not just relying on one player like Babar Azam. There's a lot of talk last year that only Babar and Rizwan scoring runs, but here you have Iftikhar scoring runs. You've got in the middle order, you've got Babar, you got Imam also. When he gets going, he scores runs. Rizwan, he's batting in the middle order, he's getting runs. I think it's just Fakhar. If he starts going as well, then the Pakistan will be even more lethal. And then the lower order tends to produce runs too. Shadab, they have Fahim Ashraf this time around as well. Agha Salman, he's scored some vital runs. He can be vital with the ball. And Pakistan has this luxury of playing Fahim because yes, Nawaz is not there, he's a spinner, but they can bowl Salman, Agha and Iftikhar. If there's a bit of purchase for the spinners, they can bowl them too. They still have some spin options to go for, and that's where Pakistan have that flexibility, and that's why we say their team is balanced. Like, so on paper, they're probably the strongest team in this tournament just because of the flexibility, the personnel that they have batsmen who can bowl, bowlers who can bat, and they bat deep and they bowl deep as well. Pakistan. So the makeup is good, but again, on the day, cricket is one on the day. Bangladesh have won the toss. They can put pressure on Pakistan if they get to a good score. If their batters buckle down, don't give early wickets. Build partnerships is very key to build partnerships. फिर end में आके मार सकते, कोई भी batsman आके मार सकता. If you have a platform set, for example, in 40 overs, if you're 250, 260, then anyone can come in and finish off the game for you and put pressure on the opposition. So for Bangladesh, it's about getting off to a good start. Even if it's not as attacking, just maintain, don't give wickets to Shaheen and Naseem, and then go from there. I'm not saying to go into a defensive mode as well. If there is a ball to be hit, because that's another way of inflicting pressure on the opposition by attacking them. But you don't want to go so offensive ki bhai aap wickets dena shuru kar diya, because if you give Pakistan a sniff of a chance and you start giving them wickets in the power play, then they will pounce on you. And if you don't get to a score above 270, 280, it'll be difficult, because it's still a very good pitch to bat on. We saw yesterday Afghanistan almost chased 290 in 36, 37 overs. So mere hisab se, I know both teams wanted to bat here, but chasing will suit the batting side too. It'll still be a good pitch. It should stay true as well. It's just that under lights, sometimes you'll get that extra movement. You might get that turn as well. And that's why probably Saqib went and elected to bat first. And from Colombo, the news right now, it drizzled a bit in the at noon time around 12 o'clock. It did drizzle a bit. It's still overcast, cloudy. It's not raining right now. But hopefully the weather holds up, because we've got rain predicted this week, but we know that Colombo are going to host the rest of the games in the Super 4 after this match. So we're hoping that ki bhai, the weather holds up, because there's a massive India-Pakistan game on Sunday. We got the Sri Lanka versus Bangladesh game 2 on Saturday as well. So hopefully the weather holds up. There are reserve days too for the Super 4s and for the finals. Fingers crossed that the weather stays clear. Right now you can see a few clouds, dark clouds in the sky. It is a bit gray, but I am hoping that it's but yeah, from the news in the middle, Bangladesh have won the toss. They're batting first. And this is an important game. It's a Super 4 match. Whoever wins this will have a lot of momentum. Whoever loses this will be on the back foot, because the top two will qualify from this stage. And जो हारे ये मैच बेसिकली उन लोगों को फिर सारे मैच जीतना पड़ेगा और थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जा सकता. देखना पड़ेगा क्या होगा. Right now it's looking like even the polls are showing that Pakistan are favorites to win this game. Babar Azam, I think he's 100 away from equaling or breaking Saeed Anwar's records for the most hundreds for a Pakistani player, I think. So that's a big individual achievement. Shaheen has a very good record against Bangladesh. I think he has best figures of 6 for 35. We've seen him do pretty well. He'll be fancying his chances, and then good rhythm. Also, Babar talked about in the toss how they have to manage their faster bowlers as well, because look, it is going to be hot, and in general, they have a lot of cricket coming up. वो भी 50 over cricket. उन लोगों के bowlers को 10-10 over डालना है हर match में, and they're traveling to Pakistan is traveling like crazy, man, from Lahore to Colombo to Kandy to Colombo, Lahore, Multan. They've been traveling everywhere. It's not easy, and those faster bowlers, hopefully, they're in good condition. He did praise their physio and their doctors who are working on the bowlers, working on the players as well. I'm sure they have proper nutritional diets and everything, but it's not easy, especially for this Pakistan team. You have to commend them, the way they've been moving around and still performing so well. And this is why they're the number one side. You have to give credit where it's due. It's not they have the toughest, I think, fixture list. They keep moving around, and they're being the host. They're still going to Sri Lanka. They're playing games and everything. So I think you have to give them a lot of credit. And their bowlers right now are they're in good shape. It's just about managing them. I think from Babar's point of view, there might be games they might have to rest, but right now he's trying to play them in every game, get them in rhythm, and try to win this tournament. I think he's not here to play games. He wants to win this Asia Cup, and he wants to win the World Cup, make a statement, for Pakistan cricket, and justify that number one tag. तो देखेंगे अब क्या होता है. वही इंजरी का तो ऑलवेज कंसर्न होता है, स्पेशली आप इतने मैचेस खेल रहे पर ट्रैवल भी हो रहा, वेदर चेंज भी. आप लाहौर में इतनी गर्मी है, यहाँ पे श्रीलंका में इट्स मौसम थोड़ा सा
barish hai, like it's pleasant, more pleasant, everything. So there are weather changes and everything. It's not easy for the Pakistan team and the teams who are traveling in general. It's not easy for them, but they are managing right now. And let's see if it has an effect as we progress in the tournament. But right now they're managing it properly, and hopefully the bowlers can continue to stay fit as the tournament progresses. It'll be very important for Pakistan. They do bank on their bowling. Their faster bowlers have done a really good job. And yeah, I'm also interested to see how Fahim Ashraf plays in this game. How Babar uses him. Does he use him in short spells? How many overs does he take out of him? And then with the bat, where does he play as well? Because we know Fahim Ashraf is handy with the bat, and that's the flexibility of Pakistan. They have a medium pace all rounder and they have a spinning all rounder that they can rotate, and they also have other batters who can chip in with some spin bowling as well. So Fahim's contribution, I'm very keen to see how he performs both with ball and bat. How Babar utilizes him, particularly with the ball, because they have a ton of fast bowlers. But where is Fahim used? When is he used? And how he's used will be a key question that should be answered today. My prediction. Hopefully, it's a close game like yesterday. Yesterday, we saw one of the best Asia Cup games. Today, Jonathan Trott came out. Afghanistan, I think he's the batting coach, or yeah, he was saying that they had no clue about the net run rate equation. All they knew was 37.1 overs. They have to finish it, otherwise they're out. They didn't know the 37.4 or 37.5. They get to 295 or 297. They can still qualify here. They had no clue about that. Surprising, but also it was there like very last minute. Like the commentators also on broadcast. As soon as Mujib got out, that's when they started announcing it. But apparently, Cricinfo announced it in the 30th, 31st over. But that's the thing with the net run rate situation. We saw that in the IPL. When Mumbai Indians played Rajasthan Royals in 2014, I think. ऐसी situation हुआ था कि Mumbai had a particular target that to chase in specific deliveries. That deliveries was passed, but then they got the information that if they hit a six in the next ball, they qualify. But यहाँ पे communication नहीं हुआ. I was surprised. That's why even I was actually checking if there is anything like that, because I remembered that game. But that's the unfortunate thing with net run rate, because of the balls consumed and the runs scored. That's how it's calculated. तो कितने run मारते हैं, and sometimes you can score like 3-4 runs on top of the target, right? And that's if Afghanistan did that, they would have gone through. But unfortunately, it was not communicated. Rashid Khan gave up straight after the 37.1 over. He had no clue, neither the team management. That's why they didn't send any message towards him. And you saw Fazal Haq just block it out. So, yeah, it was a sad day for Afghanistan, but hopefully they come back strong into the World Cup, learn from this situation and hold their nerve. For them, it's about holding nerves. I felt that they played really well in that game, and it was always going to be a tough target. But the fact that they, made a match out of it and, just missed out, it is commendable. But again, Afghanistan do blow hot and cold. They're always so close to the finish line, and then they just drop out. I know that they're inexperienced compared to other countries or other teams playing in this tournament and in the World Cup, but hopefully they learn from this. We know that for a fact there will be a threat. Ye conditions mein Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, mein India, mein Pakistan, mein, there will be a threat in terms of their batting and bowling ability. They have some top class players. Rashid Khan didn't have the best of tournaments. That's one area that was cause for concern, but they still managed to almost win the game and qualify in 36, 37 overs without his contribution. So that's also a positive that other players are stepping up. Nabi was outstanding. I think this might be his last year for cricket, but it's going to be a very important contribution from Nabi, because we saw that what experience can do. He was calm and composed under pressure. He's the one who brought Afghanistan back into the game. And his contribution in the next couple of months in India will be very, very key. And yeah, in general, their batters are contributing now. They're chipping in, stepping up to the plate. It's a learning experience for their captain Shahidi as well. And bowling wise, Mujib has been in very good form. I think he's been doing better than Rashid. And maybe they can try Noor Ahmed as well. He was outstanding in the IPL. I think Noor Ahmed can get more overs and play more, I think. And especially in Indian conditions, he will be very challenging to face. But I think that pretty much wraps it up. The national anthems are starting now in Lahore. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for Chasing the Target. We will get you the latest content from here, from Colombo. Fairs will also get you the latest content from India too, and we'll keep at it. Hopefully, hope you're enjoying the coverage. Yahan pe, don't forget to share it with your friends and family as well. But yeah, we will join you in the post match for this game, Pakistan versus Bangladesh. Just a reminder, Bangladesh have won the toss, electing to bat first. Litton Das comes in for Shanto, and for Pakistan, the one change to Fahim Ashraf comes in for Nawaz. They've gone with their extra pacer. Fahim Ashraf is handy with the bat too. So that is the latest right now from Lahore. The game is starting in 7 minutes. The national anthems are starting. My prediction is Pakistan will win this game. But yeah, it should be a good game. It should be a good game. If anything, yesterday was an indicator of close matches. Hopefully get one today as well. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll catch you in the post-match show. Thank you.